Hey y'all, it's Britt Lathrece and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here today, guys. I feel like it's been forever. Anyways, we'll move past that. So what I have for you guys today is a vintage haul. Guys, I've been in my vintage bag lately, like almost even more than my luxury bag, and that's kind of different, but you know, we change it up sometimes. And I just wanted to show you a few of the fun pieces that I picked up lately. I love vintage so much, guys. I think you guys can already tell, but I haven't really done a video dedicated to it before. A few things I love about it, like its sustainability. It's so much more sustainable to like continue to wear like these clothes and give these clothes like second, third, fourth. I don't know how many lives some of these clothes have had, but you know that there's like a story behind the fit. And I love that piece about it. I think some of the pieces are super unique. You cannot find them anymore. And even if you found them, it wouldn't be made quite like that piece. So I think that's something that makes it special. The other piece of it is that it's just fun. I understand everybody doesn't like the thrill of the find for vintage pieces, but I think it's super fun. I think I learn a lot about things, eras, times, fashions, brands that do not maybe exist today that used to exist, and even designers. And I think that's like part of the fun, the history of it, and kind of that discovery aspect of it. And what I have found, as much as I love like contemporary pieces and modern pieces, specifically when it comes to like more of those like kind of like high street fast fashion type of stores, I actually tend to find that I keep my vintage significantly longer. They have like so much of a longer shelf life with me, and I thought that was an interesting observation. So I've been loving it. It's been fun. I'm not as much of a thrifter per se. I'm not anti-thrift. I just, sometimes I don't have like the time to do it. So I do kind of go to more vintage curated like stores at this time to support like the small business owners that like put a lot of hard work into it. So that's kind of my vibe right now, but I don't think there's any wrong way to get your vintage. I just wanted to give you some context as to like how I source. It's kind of like pre-sourced and then resourced. Anyways, let's get started. So one thing that I really love to buy vintage are statement earrings, y'all. I just think they're so good, and at this point in my life, I'm trying to preserve the earlobes. I specifically like clip-ons because I think they are so fun and funky and interesting, and they get bolder because you can, you could carry a lot more weight than you could with like a piercing. I found these earrings recently at a vintage shop. They're so cute. They are like these like amber little stones. I'm gonna take them off too so you can see them up close. They were less than 20 bucks. And I just think they're so gorgeous. And what I noticed later on, guys, which was funny, is that the Saint Laurent pre-fall collection that's actually out right now, during that runway show, they had a lot of this jewelry that actually looked pretty similar to this on the models. And I'm like, oh my God, like it's cool because a lot of their stuff had really clean lines and very simple silhouettes, but they were, pairing it with like jewelry that looked like this. And I was like, that's so fun. I just fell in love with the amber color. I had always wanted some earrings with kind of like a stone in them. And I felt like this was just like the way to go. I was like, these have my name on them. And yeah, just so fun, so good. So let's continue. The next piece is something that I recently picked up. And guys, it is so outside of my norm, but I don't know. I've talked about this before. For my vintage style, for vintage Brit, I really like things that are like 80s, 90s. I basically want to look like my favorite characters out of like 80s and 90s, like family shows and sitcoms. That's kind of like where I draw inspiration from a lot of times. Not every time, but sometimes. And this is like totally giving me Fresh Prince vibes. This jacket, it is so cool, guys. Look, it's so colorful. And I think it's going to be so fun when I wear it in the fall. I like the detail. It's the details. These buttons are so good. Just going down both ways. It does not like button technically. It's like supposed to be worn open. This sleeve has like a lot of beautiful detailing too. Like, oh guys, I love that it's like multiple colors. It is so fun. It just is the coolest thing I've seen in a really long time. And I'm like, ooh, just how bright it is.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
I'm so excited. I'm sure you can tell, but I'm like so excited about this. So this was a good find, a good piece. And yeah, like I just am always trying to wear like unique stuff. It's giving me like Hillary a little bit. It's giving me a mix of Will meets Hillary, if there was such thing. I don't know. There's something about this though that feels very familiar, but so different and fresh and unique and fun. And I was like, I could definitely use a little fun and a little bit of color in my wardrobe. And I don't think I wear anything with like these colors, even though turquoise is actually my favorite color. I don't even own anything with turquoise, so made it happen with this evening jacket. And I think vintage evening jackets are so good sometimes. Don't get me started. I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. All right. So the other piece I have is this Dior suit. Guys, when I tell you, it's like a grape color, but I really fell in love with the velvet detailing on the jacket and the buttons. The buttons are like so next level, but it's a really cute suit and it comes with like a matching skirt. So I'm like, ooh, look at this Dior suit. And with vintage, I personally like to size up because I do always usually plan to get a lot of stuff tailored. For this skirt, I would actually like to make it shorter because it's at that like length, like it's like right above your knees. And I would like to make it a little bit shorter so it could be like a mini skirt. I think that would be super cute. I feel like I would have bought the blazer by itself, but the fact that it comes with its matching skirt was just like too good. So special. So glad I found this. Something that's pretty unique, and I think I will get a lot of use out of, but also again, one of a kind. I'm not gonna like walk out and see like all these people with it, which is sometimes really nice. I don't really mind people wearing the same things, but sometimes you want to come, you know, with some little fresh, a little different, a little new, or new to you at least, you know. So I love this. You know, I would love to have met the person who bought a purple Dior suit back in the day. Like, girl, who are you? I need to be your friend. Okay. All right, guys. So this next piece is giving Jackie O in all the best ways. Look at this. Are you not obsessed? Look at these buttons. And then the fur. I'm like, guys, what? This is so good. I've always wanted one of these. I think it's called a swinger coat. But this one's like a little bit, you know, like more like for a suit and cropped. My dad was like, did it come with a skirt? I'm like, it did not. So we got to do some mixing and matching. But I'm okay with that. But yes, we like love the details here. Another person who loves vintage as well, she gave me a really great idea for this. She said, if I wanted to make this like fur piece removable, then to get some snap buttons and then I could like take it off and put it back on as I want. I decided to keep the fur on it. I may still do that because I think that's a great idea, but for now, the first days, because she's a look, she's a vibe, she's a look, she's a vibe. And I think it's really fun and just one of those unique, again, like who's gonna sell this to me? You have to get it from a vintage place. That's all I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody gonna have this. So not in today's stores. So I love this. Such a fun find. And yeah. Took it off the hanger. So for this piece, I took it off the hanger, but it is a skirt. It is a wrap skirt. It's like, it's like this big piece of fabric, but the details of it, guys. So the wrap is like right here. And there's like a button, but it's a long maxi. And I've been into maxi skirts lately. I don't know why. Like this little detail right here is what sold it for me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, even though it's like a funky print and, you know, there's like that paisley, it's like this detail just takes it, like it elevated it a lot and made it so like clean and like cool and chic, and it's across the bottom too. Like, this is a look. I cannot wait to wear this with like a crop top like a good one, a good turtleneck one, or just like a good sweater. I cannot wait to wear this. It's so cute. And I love blue. Blue's like one of my favorite colors too. And I love the navy. It just is fun. Another thing I really love is that it's a pattern, because I really don't go for patterns like a lot. But this was just like really special to me. The girl who worked at the store that I got this from was like, if you don't buy it, I'm gonna buy it, because it's that good. Like, it's so good. We love this. And the final piece is this vintage skirt. It's just like a full length skirt that has pleats. Now, you see pleats a lot, but I don't see them in a full length. All black. It's from the late 70s, it says on the tag. And it's so pretty. It was just so pretty on. It looked so good on me. I was like, I have to buy this piece. It's just a great skirt. And as you can imagine, if you can kind of like see it, it's like a maxi and it's just as gorgeous. So I was like, I gotta give it a try. I like how it feels. She's old. Like, I can just tell by like the seams and stuff, but she's a little bit of an oldie. But at the same time, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. I see this being like such a fall winter staple for me. And fall is when I get in my fashion bag, y'all. Like the summer, like I'm cool, I make it work. But the fall winter, you can't tell me nothing. And I like I can't even receive nothing. You just can't. I cannot wait. I feel like this, even with like a sweater or just something really cool paired with some boots, is going to be such a look and a vibe. I cannot, when I tell you I cannot wait, I cannot wait. I found this as well. It's funny. It reminds me of the other thing a little bit. This is totally clearly not for this season, but it is just like a cool dress and I love it. I wanted to design this. I have some ideas for it because I like it as is, but I think it would be even cooler if did some like fun tailoring work to it. I want it to actually be a two-piece, so I would like it to be like cut. I don't know if it's possible, so we'll see. But I would love it to be cut because this has a zipper in the back. So I'm not sure if this is possible, but I want it to be like cut and I want it to be like a two-piece. I think this as a two-piece would be just a vibe. I like it as a one-piece, but a two-piece, hey. So yeah, this actually reminds me of a dress also that I saw Hillary in during an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day. And when I saw it, I was like, immediately yes. Immediately yes. So there's one final thing that I have, and I've been wearing it a ton. I can't even remember if I wore it during the video or not, but I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so the last thing is this dad blazer. That is super, super big. But it is the coolest thing. If you look close, it has like a lot of like yellows and oranges and blues, and it's like plaid print, but it's a subtle plaid. So it does look just to the eye quickly, like you can tell it's plaid, but it also could just like be pulled off as brown. I think it's really gorgeous. It actually matches these earrings quite well. But I've been wearing this nonstop since I got it. This kind of helped me not purchase the Frankie Shop one that I really, really like, but that's like been a little bit trendy over the past couple years. I'm like, you know, just get you like a men's vintage blazer and you got your Frankie Shop right there. I love Frankie Shop, by the way, too. Like, let me be clear. I think their suits together, a whole vibe. And I probably will still be buying that. But like to kind of get me over that hump to see if I even liked an oversized type blazer like that, like a truly big oversized boxy blazer. This was a good test run, and I can say with full confidence, yes, I do. All right, y'all, that's everything I have for you guys today. I hope you guys were able to learn a little bit about vintage, some of its pros, its cons. It's a good time though. And I'll definitely make sure that I leave a list below of places that I like, although I don't think everywhere's online. So yeah, If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload. I'll chat with you later. Bye.